Good morning everyone. Thank you all for your coming. And today we want to show you a topic with the smart board with my team member Lois and Hazel. And today we define 3 parts of our presentation. And I will start with what is a smart board and then introduce application of smart board. And finally, playing a aspect of smart board. Chapter 1. The current situation is the need to involve and become smart is even more important today. With changing, the shifts are being bigger and goods are moving faster and geography companies are creating change more. So this is our important challenge. What is a smart board? The smart board which is a use automation and innovative technology, including artificial intelligence and big data and Internet of Things and blockchain. The digitalization of industrial process is turning away as we produce goods and services, as we look for higher efficiencies and better management of resource. So, for example, the Port of Slovenia is using firmware project and to explore IoT service and to container tracking and to management railway traffic. And another case, the Port of Yangshan is using an automatic guide vessel and to develop related technology for the terminals. And next part, I'll introduce the smart board advantages. First, the data is updated in real time after being encrypted. After being encrypted by program and report on sharing platform. So in this way can operate more efficient. Second, eliminate repetitive process. Third, ensure the current needs of field exchange. Because the blockchain become known as the technology behind the Bitcoin cryptocurrency. And so don't worry about the security of mass exchange of information because it is non-tamperable. And the smart board also may face some problems. First, high investment cost. Second, network failure shutdown of operation. Third, information security. How to enable to have a self-sufficient operation. That is important problem because thereby helping to avoid interruption of due to network failure or information security, which is a very important problem challenge. And next part will introduced by Doris.
Good morning everyone, I'm Doris. Today I will show you Chapter 2, Application of Smart Board. The basic technology and application of smart boards can be summarized as IoT, big data, AI, loading and unloading automation, and electronic information platform. Today I chose IoT and AI to talk about more detail. IoT technology. Typical IoT application in pork production operations and management include container electronic tax, port equipment operations, status monitoring, engineering equipment, asset management, and smart energy system. Therefore, the IoT can be described as the basis of strong support for data collection or smart port. The operation structure of the IoT is divided into a perception layer, network layer, and application layer. The perception layer is the bottom layer based on the development of IoT technology, and its perception device include various sensors and RFID. This layer is mainly used to detect and control the data of various states of the object and realize the application of automatic control of the state of the object. And the network layer is mostly a TCP/IP network or a mobile communication network, which transmits the sensing information to the application system of the application layer. And the application layer is a link that actually implements its related application service through the IoT technology in reality. And these are some applications of smart port using IoT. And the autonomous ship can be said to be the most cutting-edge example of the application of ICT and artificial intelligence in maritime transportation, and autonomous driving have advantages over manual driving in terms of safety, efficiency, and cost. And the Safety and Shipping Report issued by AGCS point out over 70% of maritime liability insurance cases are mainly caused by marine accidents as a result of human error. In recent years, various countries have this very actively. Researchers from DNVGL are exploring the feasibility of using autonomous ships and applying them to transport goods. And Rolls-Royce cooperate with Google and Intel to develop a sensing system using artificial intelligence. AIS is important relevant information for ships in autonomous driving. And all of them are the driving force for machine and AI to make decisions. And I take Singapore port for a small port example. MPA and IBM have cooperated to build a port and maritime event recognition system called SAFER, which is promoted through 7 subsystems. The prototype of the smart port its function include automatic movement detection, pilot boarding detection, infringement analytics, prediction of vessel arrival time, detection of vessel entering prohibited areas, and illegal bunkering detection, and finally utilization prediction. And in addition to the above-mentioned smart port applications, Singapore is also actively invested in the construction of the 4th generation container port. It will use Internet, AI, and other smart technologies, and integrate operation interfaces and systems to create a safer and more sustainable automated operation environment. Singapore is actively constructing this port as a demonstration port, adopt new technologies to improve productivity and efficiency, and let's welcome Hazel.
Third part, I will show you a smart port plan in Taiwan. But before I show you more about smart port plan, firstly, we have to know this plan started from 2 years ago and is trying to create a sustainable and efficient port which is very smart. And this is smart port framework in Taiwan. The goal of smart port is trying to be safe and efficient. Reduce uncertainty in any aspects like seaside and roadside, finally become a port which is innovative, excellent, and sustainable. It contains different layers that needs to be matched with each other and run smoothly. So taking complicated operations away, doing more things with network than manpower, less smart port spirit. Now I would like to show you 5 projects in Smart Plan. The first one is Ship Operation Intelligent Auxiliary System. This system plans the best route for ship, which is calling at port. It especially reduces port accidents in such a narrow port area. The second one is Sea Weather IoT. Sea weather is hard to predict and changes very quick. Real-time weather information provides great responding time for ships. In that case, ships can get more time to prevent something bad happen. The third one is Smart Harbor Dispatch Integration System. And principle of this integration system is quite easy to understand. For example, if there is a parking lot and you are owner of this parking lot, what's the better way when it comes to earning more money? You hope that if there is a car goes out, there must be a car comes in. So the parking lot is almost 100% used. That means efficiency and more money. And next one is automatic container terminal. ACT not only stevedores 24/7, but also reduce labor costs. And the last one is maritime robot. Underwater operation causes high-risk working environment. 3 months ago, underwater operator checked facilities for inspection in Kaohsiung Port. He was missing in the ocean because the pipeline of air dropped from the equipment. And 7 days later, his remains were found 5 nautical miles away. This alerts people how important maritime robot is. And robots could replace people to do this kind of high-risk job. And now I'm going to talk about blockchain. 2 years ago, a workshop about port blockchain was hosted by Zhongshan University and TIPC. Blockchain is a hot issue in recent years, but this is actually the first time combine port and shipping with blockchain together. Blockchain is safe because there are tons of data uploading in different places at the same time when you are uploading your data. So it's very safe and you don't have to worry about data diddling. Every transaction is transparent and everyone is a supervisor in this system. So Smart Port blockchain platform was born under this circumstance. TIPC invites bank and insurance company to join the chain, and everyone could be a node in this blockchain. And the beneficial is it flattens transaction among everyone, so everyone is equal. This helps users to save money, which originally might be taken from middle-level third-party vendors. Okay, so here is our conclusion. If everything could connect with internet in the future, things will be controlled easily. And not to mention, shipping industries use IoT to reduce danger of working environment. But new technology has its proponents and opponents. It takes time to become a trend which commonly spread worldwide. Although Taiwan follows the mainstream to construct this plan for next generation of port, there are still lots of uncertainty we have to overcome. And this is the end of our presentation. Here are our references. And thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Okay, very good presentation. And you use a lot of graph and tables to illustrate your content, and that's very good. And for the first presenter, I think is Alice, right? Alice, right? And from the first few slides, can you show? Describe the advantage and disadvantage of a smart port. That one. Yes. The second point, eliminate repetitive process. Could you explain again?
Because they record on the sharing platform, and the data record on the sharing platform and ensuring the currentness of their exchange because
Another one, the second one, eliminate repetitive process.
this one
Yes.
eliminate repetitive process because they can the program can record on many the mass exchange information into the short program and eliminate some don't need information.
You don't mean that using the technology or the operating system of the smart port can eliminate the repetitive process. Okay, your member can help us.
I think if we have a platform that they can collect data from every company and both company, insurance company like this, it can eliminate repetitive process and it's more efficient, I think.
Sorry, morning call.
No.
The morning call is 10 o'clock.
My suggestion to answer these questions is, since you're using big data, aren't you? What is the purpose of using big data on your smartphone?
I think big data is compared to normal information. Big data is like this and
Well,
this.
when you use big data, you can cluster different operations into a group. And when you have this cluster, big data can predict, using the information you collected and make some suggestions for the operations that you don't have to operate by human. So you can cluster all this information together and then get out for the automatic standard operation system. Instead of using personal information, personal experience to do the same thing over and over again. That might be a good way to think, a train of thought.
Basically, the terminal operating system already this kind of information like this function inside. But because for traditional, people have to do the same job and repeat again and cost a lot of communication time. But if you use this terminal operating system, they can simplify the process and to make it more easy to communication, to reduce some
Redundancy.
Yeah, downside some means a human being do a job again. We know human beings sometimes make mistake. Okay, that's purpose. Okay, so do you like?
Yeah,
comment?
yeah.
Finish?
Okay, there's a question I have. Well, on this slide, I always, because I'm old, so I always very care about the font size of your text. What is the font size you use on this text? Is 18 or 20? Because I couldn't see it very clearly. But you can see it on your screen, the font size of text. Okay, like eliminating and then repetitive. That is from distance, I cannot see it. So when you design the slide, this is my suggestion. When you design the slide, not just because you're designing the slide, you can see it very clearly on your screen. However, the audience, majority of our audience will be at least 3 meters or 4 meters away from the screen. They're not necessarily easy to see your text. Okay, that's one thing. But overall, this is a very good presentation. You did a very good job. But another one is, would you please show the picture of the IoT? You have a lot of dots connect to each other. This one, yeah, the green, no, the blue one, up one, yeah, Okay, on this, when you use this slide and explain the smart port, I get confused. You see, there's no port at all. Right? It's cars, cell phones, and I don't see the connection. I know what you mean, but for clearance, for you to clearly present your idea, you can use IoT as a sense and then get some ports on ships, some pictures, instead of just using one slide. You use that as an idea, but get some target of your speech that's showing to us that we can see a little bit better, because when I see the slide, it doesn't match your talk. The graphic doesn't match your talk. That's my personal opinion. Okay, but very good presentation. Thank you very much.
That means your Dr. Wu may have some comment on your, if you are make presentation about some topic, you have some missing connection. That means sometimes you show some picture, you have to fix up or amend it, and maybe put on some port and or some terminal picture inside with